Richie, he'd never been away from home. So Dion said, I'll look out for him. They were on tour in the Midwest. It was December, freezing. The heater broke on the bus. Buddy Holly said, we're going to charter a plane, and we'll get to the next gig. Dion was too cheap to pay $36, because that's what his mother was paying rent in the Bronx. Waylon Jennings was playing bass for Buddy Holly. I don't know what his story was, but he didn't want to get on either. The Belmonts, they all stayed on the bus. That night, boom, gone forever. Make sure you know the Lord before you go to bed tonight. You never know. But Dion, many years later, I was dying. I've been in the music business ever since I was 16. I played Latin percussion and worked with a lot of famous people. But I got into drugs. I started using heroin. And man, I just went downhill pretty fast. And then I got arrested in Greenburgh, New York. And I was facing 25 years to life under the Rockefeller program. And they shipped me off to Central Islip State Hospital, and I lived there for about a year. I just drove by there with my wife. It's an abandoned building. I went up to the window, we looked, and I said, this was my room right here. There was my bed. And now it's not a state hospital anymore. It's some kind of school. It was a school then, too. We learned how to do everything wrong. But God got a hold of me. Many years later, the judge gave me 5 years probation on that life sentence by a miracle. And I wound up going to Florida. And I got addicted to drugs again. So I'm doing my studio gigs, working in the nightclubs, and I got asked to play on a session for Dion. And I didn't know what happened to Dion. He used to be a drug addict when he was in the Bronx. He was making gold records, and yet he'd go buy drugs. And I said, Dad, you know, Dion hired me through the Musicians Union, and I get to the studio, and he's reading the Bible. I said, hey, let me ask you, Dion, how did you stop using drugs? He said, funny you should ask. And he told me he got born again. I said, what's that? He said, I gave my life to the Lord. I thought he was totally nuts. But he was smiling. And he looked like he found what he was looking for. He said, I had the world's formula for success in my pocket. Fame, fortune, and romance. Just like you see all the knuckleheads in Hollywood. They got the same thing, but they're empty inside. And that was what Dion was telling me. And I said, you know something? I can't get it together. I tried everything. Psychology, methadone for 8 years. State hospitals, they made me play with blocks and draw pictures. And, you know, they spend all these psychiatrists, they got these degrees, they got the plaques on the wall, they look important. And then you go in there, they give you this test. They go, hey, make this circle, make this square, fit it in the circle, and then you do it all, and they look at the paper and they go, you're messed up. I go, I already know that. Tell me something I don't know. And they couldn't tell me. They only told me I was messed up. I never got the whole thing until I heard the gospel. That Jesus came for people like me that were mixed up, messed up, tore up from the floor up. But back then, I'm just running ahead of myself. Hold the page there for a second. Back in the Bronx on Fordham Road on a Saturday night, you put the grease in your hair, and about 10:30 at night, you're out in the corner singing. And people would open the windows on the top floor. Hey, shut up! We're trying to sleep! And they throw things down at you. But let me give you a taste of that song. I need 3 older guys to help me. The key word here is older. Come on, Kevin, get up here, brother. Hey, brother from the Bronx, come on. Come on up here. You make good meatballs. I know you can sing doo-wop. How about somebody else? Come on, no laughing over there. Come on up here, brother. Yeah, with the Hawaiian shirt over there. Come on. I'm telling you, you're a natural. Somebody get out of the seat or we'll hit you with a meatball. Come on, you bunch of chickens. Get up here. This is Long Island, man. They do this in New Mexico. They jump right up. No, you're too young, brother. There we go. See that? That man's got courage. Now you got to get up here. Remember, it's not how you sing, it's how you look. And you guys look marvelous, don't they? Hey, Kevin, get over here. Face me. Put your arm out like that. Look at everybody and go, yo.
Yo. Yo.
How are you?
How are you?
Hey, right from the Bronx. All right, we're going to do this song. If you got a camera, take it out now because these guys are going to do splits. I know it. You ready? Okay, here we go. Oh, move like this. Come on, Kevin. Oh, Next thing you say we're through, I guess I'll learn to take the good with the bad. Each night I ask my Lord above, why must there be a teenager in love? I try to feel, but nobody but you. Forget about it, I'll be the only one. If you should stay there through, well, if you wanna make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if you should say goodbye, I'll still go on singing to you. Each night I ask the Lord, hey, meatball, why must I be a teenager in love? I cry to you, you got a voice, nobody but you. I'd be the lonely one if you should stay there through. Well, if you wanna make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if you should say goodbye, I'll still go on singing to you. Each night I ask the Lord above, hey, Bron, why must I be a teenager?
Forget about it.
I try to feel, but nobody but you. I'd be the lonely one if you should stay right through. Well, if you wanna make me cry, that won't be so hard to do. And if you should say goodbye, I'll still go on singing to you. Each night I ask the Lord above, Frankie, why must there be a teenager love? Sit down, you're making me look bad. Wow, you guys can quit your day job.